quite a big book and quite a lot of stories inside. Is it? Is there a lot of stories? Let's check it out to see. Alright. Oh, there's a lot. Look, there's a lot of chapters. Number 1, Frozen. Number 2, Family Matters. Chapter 3, All of Perfect Summer Day. Chapter 4, Let It Glow. Chapter 5, The Ice Games. Chapter 6, Little Brothers. Chapter 7, Troll Trick. Chapter 8, Olaf Waits for Spring. Chapter 9, Across the Sea. Chapter 10, The Ghost of Arundel. Chapter 11, Snow and Tell. Ooh, it's not show and tell.
I want number one, and then I and I want you to read the book, and then you read all the stories.
Alright, we will do that. Alright? Okay, we'll read chapter 1 first. And then there's another chapter, the last but not least, chapter 12, Frozen 2. So we're gonna read Frozen 1 first. Is it? Okay. Shall we read now? Frozen, the kingdom of Arendelle. Would you like to say hello to the guys first? Oh, no. No? Okay, I would like to say hello. Me, I would like to. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning once again. Nice to see you. So we're gonna read now. Disney Frozen. The kingdom of Arendelle was a happy place. The king and queen had 2 young daughters, Anna and Elsa. The girls were their pride and joy, but the family had a secret. Elsa could create ice and snow out of thin air. One night, Anna convinced Elsa to turn the balloons into a winter wonderland. To turn the ballroom, I mean. Ooh, as the sisters happily played together, Elsa accidentally lost control of her magic. An icy blast hit Anna in the head. Oh no! And she fell to the floor, unconscious. Uh-oh. It hit so hardly. The king and queen rushed the girls to the trolls, mysterious healers who knew about the magic. A wise troll named Grandpappy saved Anna by removing her mirrors of Elsa's magic. He explained that she was lucky to have hit in the head, not in the heart. The troll told the king and queen that Elsa's powers would only grow stronger. Fear will be her enemy, he warned. The king and queen knew they had to protect their daughter. To keep her magic a secret, they closed the castle gates. The king gave Elsa gloves to contain her powers, but she was still afraid she might hurt someone. She even avoided Anna to keep her safe. Then, when Anna and Elsa were teenagers, their parents were lost at sea. The sisters had never felt more alone. Elsa stayed inside where she could hide her magic, but she could not keep the castle gates closed forever. One day, on the day of her coronation, her subjects were invited inside to celebrate. Anna was thrilled at the chance to meet new people. She had barely stepped outside when she met the Prince Hans of the Southern Isles. The two instantly fell in love. At the coronation ball, Prince Hans asked Anna to marry him. Anna said yes, and the couple went to ask Elsa for her blessing. Elsa refused to bless the marriage. She couldn't let Anna marry a man she had just met. Anna couldn't believe her sister. Why do you shut me out? What are you all so afraid of? She cried. As Elsa fought her with her sister, she lost control of her magic. ice seemed to shoot out of her hands. Now all of Arendelle knew her secret. Panic, Elsa fled into the mountains. She ran away. With her secret out, Elsa let her powers loose. A storm raged around her as she created an ice palace and even changed the way she looked. Below her, ice and snow covered the window. Anna felt awful. Leaving Hans in charge, she went after her sister. As Anna trekked through the forest, she lost her horse. Luckily, she met an ice harvester named Kristoff and his reindeer Sven. The two agreed to help her find Elsa. High in the mountains, Anna and Kristoff came across a dazzling winter wonderland where they met a living snowman. I'm Olaf, he said. "Hmm." Anna realized that Elsa must have created him. She asked Olaf to lead them to Elsa so she could bring back summer. Olaf loved the idea of summer and happily led them to Elsa's palace. Inside Anna and Elsa, inside Anna and Elsa, Anna, Anna told Elsa about the terrible winter storm in Arendelle. It's okay, you can just unfreeze it, she said. But Elsa didn't know how to stop the snow. Frustrated, she cried out, I can't! An icy blast shot across the room and hit Anna in the heart. Kristoff rushed to help Anna. I think we should go, he said. At the base of the mountain, Kristoff noticed that Anna's hair was turning white. Oh no. He knew his friends, the trolls, could help. Grandpappy saw at once that Anna was hurt. There is ice in your heart. Put there by your sister, he said. If not removed to solid ice, you will freeze forever. Oh no. Grandpappy explained that only an act of true love could call a person home. Anna knew Hans was her true love. Maybe a kiss from him would save her. Anna, Kristoff's Ben and Olaf raced back to Arendelle to find him. But Hans was not in Arendelle. He had set out to look for Anna when her horse returned without her. Hans and the search party arrived at Elsa's palace. The men attacked Elsa, and she defended herself. Suddenly, one of the men aimed a crossbow at Elsa. Hans pushed it aside, and the bolt hit a chandelier. It crashed to the ground, knocking Elsa out. Hans and his men took her back to Arendelle and locked her in the dungeon. Outside the kingdom, Anna, Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven hurried down the mountain. Anna was getting weaker by the minute. Kristoff was worried about her. At the castle gates, she passed her to the royal servants. He was starting to realize that he cared deeply about Anna. But he knew that her true love, Hans, could make her well again. Anna found Hans in the library. She asked him to save her life with a kiss, but he refused. Hans had only been pretending to love Anna so that he could take over a window. Uh, Putting out the room's fire, he left Anna to freeze. Oh no! In the dungeon, all Elsa could think about was getting away from Arendelle. It was the only way to protect everyone from her powers. Elsa became so upset that she froze the whole dungeon and escaped. Alone in the library, Anna could only dwell on her mistakes. In trying to find love, she dumped herself on her sister. Just when Anna had given up all hope, Olaf arrived. The snowman lit a fire, even though Anna worried that he might melt. Some people are worth melting for, he said. Olaf looked out the window and saw Kristoff returning. There's no one realized that Christoph was a true love who could save Anna. Olaf helped Anna outside, where she spotted Christoph across the frozen ford. If she could reach him in time, she would be saved. But then she saw something else. Hans was about to strike Elsa with a sword. Using her remaining strength, Anna threw herself in front of Elsa. Hans' sword came down just as Anna's body froze to solid ice. Oh, luckily, Elsa wrapped her arms around her frozen sister. Oh, Anna, she sobbed. But something amazing happened. Anna began to tow. An act of true love will tow a frozen heart, Olaf said. Anna's love for Elsa had saved them both. Love! Elsa cried, looking at Anna. That's it! Elsa realized that love was the key to her magic. She reversed the winter and brought back summer. Hans was astonished to see Anna alive. Anna, he said, but she froze your heart. The only frozen heart around her is yours, Anna said, and sent him healing, and sent him reeling with one punch. Boom. With summer restored, Anna returned to normal. But from then on, the castle gates were open for good. For the first time in a long time, Arundel was a happy place again. And Queen Elsa and Princess Anna were the happiest of all, for they had found their way back to each other. The end! Yay! Finished the 5 minute story. Have been finished. Alright. And then the next story is what? Family Matters. What story do you want next? Would you like? Okay, well, let's read the contents here. Yes. Family Matters. All of Perfect Summer Day. Let It Go. The Ice Games. Little Brothers. Troll Trick. All of Waits for Spring. Across the Sea. It Goes Over Rainbow. Snow and Tale. Or Frozen 2. Which one? Which one are we going to read? Frozen 2? Tonight, the last story? The first and the last? Shall we read at 173?
Maybe this one.
Yeah, that's the last story. Wait.
Open already.
Which one? Rice? Wait, here's the start. Yes, yes, that is start. That's it. Frozen 2. One evening, Anna and Elsa's father, King Agnor, told them a story about the Notora, people from an enchanted forest. They had lived in peace. They had lived in peace with the people of Arendelle, but then everything changed, and the two sides went to war. Angered spirits struck both groups in the forest, but King Agnar, then only a child, managed to escape. After the story, Queen Iduna soothed the girls with a lullaby about Atuhalan, a special river that was said to hold all the answers to the past. Many years had passed, and though the parents were gone, the girls had found family in their best friends, Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf. They spent countless evenings together hanging out, having dinner, and playing games. One night during charades, Anna struggled to guess what Elsa was acting out. She could tell something was bothering sister. Are you okay? Anna asked. Just tired, said Elsa, forcing a smile. Good night, she added as she abruptly left and went upstairs. Moments later, Anna appeared at Elsa's door. You're wearing mother's scarf, she said. Do you do? You do that when something's wrong? Though Elsa refused to admit it, something was wrong. Someone was calling to her. What was that? Later that night, Elsa found herself answering the mysterious voice. As she began using her icy power, she could feel them changing. They grew stronger and stronger until finally she triggered a shock wave that flew across the kingdom. Fire vanished from the torches. The fountains and waterfalls dried up. Even the wind died down. Villagers stumbled over the rippling cobblestones, and everyone headed for stable grounds. Once everybody was safe on the cliffs above Arendelle, the ground rumbled once again. Boulders rolled in and popped open, revealing trolls. Grandpappy quickly approached the girls. He explained that Elsa had woken the spirits of the enchanted forest. Grandpappy told Elsa to follow the boys north. Then he quietly told Anna that she should go alone to protect his sister. I won't leave her aside. I won't leave her side, said Anna. The sisters, along with Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven, traveled north in search of the forest. But when they found the forest entrance, a wall of mist surrounded it. It wouldn't let Kristoff and Olaf pass through. But Elsa felt a tug toward the mist. She took Anna's hand and stepped forward, and the mist sparkled and pulled back, providing a path for the whole group. Once they were inside the forest, the wind spirit Gale appeared. It picked them up and whipped them around. Elsa used her magic to protect Anna from a flying branch, and Gale took notice. The wind spirits forced the others out, holding Elsa in her vortex. Finally, Elsa sent out a blast of magic to free herself, and beautiful ice sculptures appeared. Each one captured a different moment in time. Elsa had never created anything like them before. Olaf reminded her, his friends, of his story, of his theory that ice could reveal the past. Water has a memory, he said. Okay, hold on first. I'm gonna check my cooking frame. A minute. Don't flip the page. It's okay. All right. Soon, the Trapnotoldra and Arendelians from Anna and Elsa's old bedtime story appeared. Anna recognized one of the soldiers. It was Lieutenant Matthias, their father's official guard. The Northoldra noticed that the sister's scarf was Northoldra. Whoever had saved the king from the forest must have been a Northoldra. The Arendelians and the Northoldra believed Elsa's magic was the key to their freedom. The two sides argued about who was responsible for their entrapment in the forest until a bright flash of fire appeared. The fire spirits dashed around the trees, setting them ablaze. Elsa used her magic to chase it down and discovered the spirit was a small salamander. The voice called, and Elsa and the salamander both turned towards it. You hear it too? She asked the salamander. The salamander scurried up a rock, and Elsa realized she needed to keep going north. Later that evening, one of the Dolotodra explained the symbols of the scarf to Elsa. They represented the four spirits. The Northoldra woman pointed out the fifth spirit, which was called the bridge. Some said they had heard it call out the day the forest fell. Elsa was now certain that she had to follow the call she had been hearing in order to set everyone free. And all joined Elsa and the three continued north. When they reached the top of the hill, they gasped at the sight below. It was their parents' ship. They realized this must mean that the parents had been in search of at That to Holland when they had disappeared. They were searching for answers about Elsa's powers. Elsa vowed to find the mysterious river, even if it meant crossing the dangerous dark sea. Are you looking forward? What are you looking forward? Despite Anna's persisting, Elsa had to go alone. She waved her hands waving and sent Elsa and Olaf sliding down the path of ice. Elsa, what are you doing? No, 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 cried Anna. They couldn't stop until they found themselves gliding down a river. Anna noticed earth giants sleeping on the shore. Using a branch, Anna directed their boat away from the earth giants and over a waterfall. When Elsa reached the dark sea, she stood on the shore. Ferocious waves rose and crashed before her. She sprinted out into the water, creating frozen snowflakes at her feet. But the strength of the waves quickly knocked her down. Elsa clawed her way to the surface and climbed up on a giant rock. She took a breath and dove in. The water no enormous horse emerged and began tossing her around. Elsa created an ice bridle and swung onto its back. At first it backed, trying to throw her off, but before long the two were rhythmically riding through the mountainous waves to the far shore. Once safe on the sand, Elsa looked the majestic creatures in the eye and bowed. The water nymph lowered its head respectfully. Elsa smiled as it shook its mane and disappeared back into the sea. Meanwhile, the waterfall had carried Anna and Olaf into a cavern. A strong gust of wind breathed in a swirl of Elsa's magic. It was a signal that she had safely crossed the dark sea. The magic formed an ice sculpture before them, revealing a memory of the past. Now Anna knew from what spirits had evacuated Arendelle, and now how to free the forest. Armed with renewed strength and wisdom, she was ready to set things right. Elsa trudged through terrible winds and thick snow. When she finally reached out to Helen, the mysterious voice quieted. Suddenly, just as the words of her mother's lullaby had promised, everything became crystal clear. Elsa knew she had followed the right path and was where she was meant to be. The journey had changed both her and her sister, and together they could restore peace and mend a broken land. The end. We have read two stories already. Should we start our breakfast? Should we start our breakfast first? Yeah? What do you want to for breakfast? Mm. Mm. You go? Huh? Yes or no? No? What do you want? Cereal? No? What do you want then? You good. If you good. Good morning. Oh my God. Hello guys, I'm sorry. Let's you. Hi. Oh, so let's get you again. You'll see bye-bye now. Hi.